Hey everybody, this is Peter. Welcome to my kitchen. You know, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches got their start in Philadelphia way back in the 1930s. It was developed by a pair of brothers, the Oliveri brothers, and they developed the fantastic Philadelphia sandwich a long time ago. Pat eventually broke off in the 1940s, and then that's when one of his cooks added cheese to the Philly cheesesteak sandwich. I'm so glad they did. Philly cheesesteak sandwiches are sold in thousands and thousands of restaurants all over the United States, and everybody seems to put their spin on a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. And in reality, when they do that, it's just going to be a steak and cheese sandwich. And so today, I'm going to give you my version of a smoked steak and cheese sandwich, but there's one thing you can't forget, so wait for that one. Okay, to make this smoked beef and cheese sandwich, I'm going to go over the ingredients I'm going to be using today. Over here I have two different types of cheeses. Now you can use whatever you want, but today I'm using a pepper jack cheese and some mozzarella cheese. Traditional in this sandwich is provolone cheese, but I like things a little more spicy. So I'm going to be using this smoked pepper jack and the mozzarella cheese. Here we have different bell peppers. I know you know how to slice the bell peppers, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I know that you know how to slice the onions, so I'm not going to bore you with that either. And here we have some beef. I'm going to go over that in just a minute. The spices I'm going to be using is a Montreal steak seasoning. That'll be going on the beef. And later I'll be using a little bit of the Kinders, the blend. And we have some bread over here, which I'll go through in a little bit. Now, let me talk to you about the beef real quick. Traditionally in this sandwich, they're using a sliced, very thinly sliced ribeye steak. However, at my store, even here in cattle country in Oklahoma, ribeye steaks are about $19 a pound, which to me is just crazy. I lived in Arizona for 30 years, and in the desert, I could buy ribeye steaks for $9 a pound. There wasn't a cow within 100 miles. But here in cattle country, it's almost $20 a pound. I have here a chuck steak, and I'm going to be slicing this very, very thinly. And here I have my knife sharpener, so I'm going to go ahead and sharpen that blade. And I put the chuck steak into the freezer for about 2 hours so that it's more frozen. And that's going to make it very, very easy to slice the steak more thinly. If you look here at the beef, you're going to see that the lines are running through here. So you want to be slicing across the grain. That's what that's called, is the grain. So you're going to be slicing across that, and that's going to make the beef more thin. So let me just show you that I'm going to be slicing this very thinly. And I also got this because I like the marbling of the fat in that beef. So let me get this all sliced up, and then we'll come back and show you the next step. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the beef more tender. I'm just going to be using this tenderizer, this mallet, and just smack it like that. And just do every piece that way, and this will make your beef a lot more tender. This takes a little bit of time, but no big deal. Okay, so now you've seen me tenderize the chuck steak, and you know, if you want to do ribeye steaks, that's up to you. Hopefully you can buy them less expensively than I can, but if I used a ribeye steak at almost $19 a pound, I'm going to be spending $20 on each one of these sandwiches that I make from home. If I'm going to spend $20 on a sandwich, I'm going out to a restaurant and letting somebody else make it for me. So I think this was a good alternative, and let me show you that I'm just going to use some Montreal steak seasoning all over this. It's going to give a great flavor. Okay, there we go. On the vegetables here, the peppers and onions, I'm going to put a little bit of the Kinders seasoning. And again, don't use too much because we're using a lot of salty items throughout the dish, including the mayonnaise, the sauce, and things like that. So don't use too much salt, all right? So now we're going to go outside. We're going to turn on the Ninja Woodfire Grill so we can get that great smoked flavor right into our beef and it's going to be a fantastic smoked beef and cheese sandwich. So let's go start the grill. All right, my friends, we need to be turning the Ninja Woodfire Grill XL on. So I went ahead and filled up the pellet tray over here, so you can see all the pellets are there and ready to go. Now we're going to turn the grill on. We're going to set the mode to grill. I'm going to set it on high, and the time, I'm going to go ahead and set it up for 1 hour. We don't need that much time. Here's something I want to remind you. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I said don't forget this, because I have forgotten it myself. Always press the wood-fired flavor button right here before you turn the grill on, as far as pressing start. Otherwise, it may not turn on, and you're going to miss out on that flavor, and you're going to have to start over again. So just press start. It's going to go through its initial process and heating up. It's going to take about 15 minutes or so for that to happen. So right now we're going to go back inside because we're in the middle of June in Oklahoma, and I'm telling you, it is like a sauna out here. So we'll let the grill get busy, and we're going to go back inside and cool off. Come on. Okay, my friends, the meat is out there on the grill cooking right now. It's going to go very quickly. So I just ran back inside, and I'm going to get the rolls for the sandwich in the little toaster oven back here. So all I'm going to do is just open up the rolls like this and just squirt in some mayonnaise. And then I'm just going to smear this around, just like that. The mayonnaise is going to help the sandwich rolls get more brown, although they're looking pretty brown already. So I really love these squeeze bottles just for that reason right there. Now I'm just going to open these up a little like that. We're going to take them back here to the toaster oven, and I'm going to put them into the toast function. You can see right here I have it in the toast function. I'm setting it up for 4 slices, just kind of a medium toast. That's what I'm after. So, okay, the sandwich rolls are ready, so let me just take those out. Look how nice they look, nice and toasty. And that's exactly what we're after. Not too much toast, but just a little bit. So, good job, Peter, on that one. All right, my friends, it's time to open up the grill. You can see we have the add food down here, so the grill has gone through its initial heat up and process. So and it is hot. I'm going to put the peppers and onions on first. All right, now I'm just be putting on the beef. Remember, I tenderized the beef with that mallet. We have some steak seasoning on here, like Montreal steak seasoning. You don't want to cook the beef very long. If you cook it long, it's going to get tough. So you don't want to cook it very long. Okay, let me close the lid, and we'll give it just a couple or 3 minutes. And by the way, I want to remind you that if you wait till the end of the video, I did create a special sauce for this sandwich, but I'm not going to share it with you until the end. So hang around to the end. I'll show you that sauce, how to put it together, and it's really going to elevate your sandwich to the next level. So hang around to the end. Okay guys, it's been about 5 minutes. I'm just going to be adding the cheese onto the beef now. I will tell you, I have tasted the beef, and it is so tender, like you would have for a ribeye steak. I'm telling you, honestly, it is. So just mix the beef in here. We're just trying to get the cheese melting into the beef. This is a jalapeno jack cheese, and it's looking fantastic. So just spread it around like that. Let it get it melted, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes. All right, guys, I put the cheese on here, the jalapeno jack cheese, and you can see it's melting fantastically well. So I'm just going to kind of divide this now into some portions, because I'm going to put the mozzarella cheese on top and get it even more cheesy for you. So here we go. This is mozzarella cheese. Okay, we'll let this go about 1.5 or 2 more minutes, and then we're going to take it off and go make the sandwiches inside, okay? Okay guys, I'm ready to take these off, and I got a long spatula here, and I brought another one in too, just to help me get it off this grill. So, let me show you. One of the great things about the Ninja grills, all of them, is that they're super easy to clean up. And this will take just 30 seconds to clean up whenever I finish. I'm going to let it cool down, of course, but they're super nice to clean up. You just wash them out. They're fantastic. So, it's hotter than hell out here, so let's go back inside and put the sandwiches together. Come on, cameraman. I know you're starving. All right, well, hey, your reward for waiting until the end of this video is to see this sauce. I'm gonna make the sauce for you. It's super easy, but it's gonna take your smoked beef and cheese sandwich to the next level. So let me just show you, it's really easy. We're just gonna put in a bit of mayonnaise, about 1/4 cup or so, about a tablespoon of ketchup, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, maybe a teaspoon, and then a little bit of kinders of the blend. That's what I'm using right here is the blend. Be careful when you're using this spice because there's a lot of salt in the sandwich already. So I'm just using a little bit of the kinders, which I have right here, just a little bit of salt, garlic, and black pepper in that sauce. So now we're just gonna stir that up. And that's a really simple but delicious sauce for this sandwich, and I'll show you later when I put it all together, but this is your reward. If you didn't wait till the end, you're not getting the sauce recipe because I'm not putting it anywhere else. So good job on waiting today. Okay, my friends, it's ready to put the sandwich together, and this is that special sauce. I just showed you the video of that, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of the sauce right here. I'm promising you that this will take the sandwich to the next level. So I just made enough for a couple of sandwiches because that's all I'm making right now. You can make as much as you want. Remember, be very careful with putting the salt onto the sauce because the Worcestershire sauce has salt, the mayonnaise has salt, the ketchup has salt, and we use some salt and pepper and other spices on that, okay? Now, I'm just gonna pick this up like this and put it right over here on top. And by the way, let me share with you that I tasted this beef when I brought it in. It is so tender. It is just like a ribeye steak. If you will follow the ideas that I gave you, you are going to be more than happy with using a chuck roast for this. Slice it thinly, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. Okay, there's one. Let's do the other one. Excuse me, I got to taste this for you. I'm telling you, it's like a ribeye steak. So tender, so good. It's really a great way to do this. Put just a little more on here, and I'll save the rest for me. Because the other part is for my cameraman. And he keeps telling me, my God, when can I eat? When can I eat? So, there you have it, my friends. A smoked beef and cheese sandwich. I hope you'll take the time to make this because it is absolutely delicious. So good, and you don't you're saving a fortune of money by not buying ribeye and using a chuck steak. $19 a pound versus $6 a pound. Huge difference. I want to thank you for watching the video today, and by the way, I need to give a few shout outs. I actually got quite a few shout outs today, so let me share with you. I have about 10. So thanks a lot for the comments. Paul Gill, thanks for the comments, Paul. I loved all the detail you put in your comment about the air fried and smoked potatoes you tried. Thanks a lot for those comments. DJ, thanks for the comments on the onion burger video. Really appreciate that. Charles Dowd, I want to say thank you for your feedback. You gave me some great feedback on the videos. It's really appreciated. Thank you so much. The Long Meadow Farm in Maryland, thanks for your comments on the grilled pizza video. Really appreciate it. Lori Hines, I'm glad you liked the pizza video. That was a great idea about the crescent rolls, by the way. Gilo1234 from Salinas, California. Thanks for the comments on the smoked meatloaf recipe. glad you liked it. Betty Hill, glad you liked the pineapple cake video. Thank you, Betty. Farso's Kitchen in the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for your comments. I really appreciate you and appreciate the following. Raybo in San Jose, great to hear from you as always. And of course, my good buddy, Robert in Prescott, Arizona. Thank you, Robert, for always commenting on the videos. I really appreciate it. By the way, please do us a favor and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And now, because we've gone over 1,000 subscribers, you can actually become a member of the channel. Just hit that button down below where it says join, and you'll be able to see some different ideas of how you can help support the channel as well. And we have some great perks coming up for you too. So thank you very much for watching the video today. I hope you'll make this. It is fantastic, so delicious, and we'll see you the next time. Thank you.